Well, welcome back to Peterborough Magnet Fishing. It is a blisteringly hot day. I just want to get in the water. I am sweating buckets. Right, it's Saturday the 21st of May, and this is part of the National River Cleanup. Vinnie, aka Drag the Mag, has organised a little event. The Peterborough lads have all met up. Sorry, I'm just clearing me goggles, steaming up, and there's a boat going by. Right, we've got Clive and Simon. They don't do YouTube at the moment, but they just come down and do it as a hobby and for fun. We've got Kieran, the Iron Inspector, on YouTube. Go and check his page out. We've got Gary, Magnet Fishing Menace, on Instagram. Go and check his posts out. Of course, you've got myself, and you've got Vinnie, Drag the Mag. So go and check all the channels out. Go and spread the love and the support. Like, subscribe, and share. Anyway, enough waffling. This is just some bonus footage. I've got my new dive gear camera set up. I've got it on a square frame. I've got two video cameras and my action camera mounted on it. The only downside is it's handheld, so I've got to hold it at the same time. You'll see shortly. I've got a JD Sports duffel bag. It keeps floating up in front of the camera. I forgot to take my dive bag down with me on this bit. Otherwise, the JD Sports bag would have been stuffed in the bag. I'm going to put the dive bag round my waist on my dive weight belt, and then I can just fill it up. I'm also experimenting with some new editing software. Video. I used to do all my editing on my phone, and it used to take hours transferring files from the tablet and the action camera all onto my phone, and then edit it together. So yeah, we'll see how we get on with this new editing software. Anyway, at the moment, I've got a JD Sports bag in my hand, and I found a piece of red rope. Originally, I was going to go down and help them get the rubbish off the top of the water and stuff like that. But on my way down, I got a call from Vinnie. He had a little accident with his G120. He'd got it stuck on something, and all five of them was pulling, and it snapped the rope. Now, he's got a very strong rope, so it's not a case of it was stuck on something really heavy and the rope just gave way. What we're presuming's happened is it's got caught on some metal. There's a lot of metal sheeting at the bottom, and I think it's hooked onto that, and pulling the rope, the metal has just basically cut through the rope. I don't think it snapped. It was just like a cut. So yeah, I'm diving down in the rough area where they thought it was to try and retrieve his G120. But I found this red rope, and I thought, brilliant. First couple of dives down, I found it. Nope. Someone attached a hammer to a piece of rope. Whether or not they'd got a magnet stuck and they was using a hammer as a grappling hook, no idea. But the hammer was stuck on a trolley, or it had gone under a trolley. Again, the water clarity is not that clear. It's the problem with our waters here in the UK. Visibility, even in shallow water, is very difficult. I've got 2 video cameras, camera lights that are underwater jobs. My goggle torch that I have on my goggles is an underwater powerful torch, and that kept playing up. But it's only about my 6th or 7th dive, so it's all a learning curve. I will get it sorted out eventually, and hopefully get some decent footage for you guys. I'm doing a voiceover again. My microphone wasn't switched on the action camera. So when I start talking to the camera, you can't hear what I'm saying. If I do have the microphone on, all you hear underwater is the noise from the air compressor. But now I'm using this new video software, I might be able to mute and do voiceovers as and when I need to. I'm not sure what that was I just found. I think it was a microwave door. But no, I'm just swimming backwards and forwards across where the rough area they thought the magnet was. I've stumbled across some trolleys. There's 2 trolleys, a crop of rocks. I'm not sure if my video footage... No, it's not come out in the video footage because Clive got his magnet stuck. So I'd gone down... I used his rope as a tow rope down to the object, and his magnet had got caught in a ravine of 2 rocks. That was a sharp V. Now that could have been something similar to Vinnie's, and pulling the magnet tighter into the V, even the rocks could have cut into the rope. But yeah, go and check Drag the Mag's video out, because he'll have uploaded a video onto YouTube about the Saturday and the river cleanup and losing the G120. He did get it back in the end. It wasn't looking very good, but Vinnie and Clive both threw the magnets in the rough area. They connected onto each other, and while they were pulling the 2 ropes with both magnets connected together, the G120 came up with it. So yeah, Vinnie's got his G120 back, and Clive got his magnet back that was stuck. So touch wood, we haven't lost anything yet. Yeah, this River Nene, this is at Peterborough, the behind Asda, but a bit further down. There is a lot more boat traffic, but I think you see at the beginning, I had my inflatable buoy that's got a dive flag on it saying diver under. But you can hear the boat motors coming because the sound travels underwater. So as soon as I hear a come in, I just stay down at the bottom, wait for the shadow to go over, and then I know it's gone. There's one trolley. That is embedded. I did try rocking it backwards and forwards. There was an undercurrent. I went to untie the rope. I've got a little magnet that I put on my pouch in my dive suit. I was undoing that from the clip, and by the time I got it off the clip, I wasn't anywhere near the trolley. But seeing as I was on a rescue mission looking for Vinnie's magnet, I left the trolley alone and carried on searching. Sorry about the sniffling noises, but I've got a bit of a hay fever, I think. No, the lads had been magnet fishing from about 10 o'clock in the morning. I got down there about 2 o'clock. So they'd already been magnet fishing for 4 hours. They'd pulled a lot of stuff out. The location that they were actually magnet fishing, there was 2 or 3 boats that used to moor up, and there was 2 boats that had sunk, where they'd been left unattended, and then the water levels rose or dropped. The water gets on the boat and then sinks. The boats had been removed, and basically we were just fishing all sorts of stuff out that was from the boats. But yeah, go and check Vinnie's videos out. Kieran will have a video as well, and Gary will have some posts on Instagram. But yeah, we pulled barbecues, cookers, microwaves, utensils. Basically, I think the contents of the 2 boats had just floated out. It's amazing how much the silt covers stuff up, unless it's recently dropped in. You can't really see it, not unless it's going to be a really big item. But a small item, it's going to get covered in silt quite quickly. And then as your magnet drags over it, it pops out the silt. I might be wrong. I might dive a location and be able to see, oh, there's a phone, or oh, there's a knife, or oh, actually see the item just laying on the surface. But no, the locations we've been so far have been very silty and muddy. Yeah, it's something I've got to get used to as well. now I've not got the camera mounted to my goggle, because I called it goggle cam. It's on a handheld, like I said, a handheld frame. It helps stabilization of the camera so you don't get as much wobble. The only thing is, though, if I'm using my hands to pick things up and put into my bag, the camera doesn't tend to be pointing in the right direction. But that's me getting used to it. I'm not a photographer or anything like that, so me and technology don't get on. But yeah, I have thought about, I've got a strap on it so that if I let go of the handle of the camera mount, it's not going to sink to the bottom. I could attach some floats to it so that if I let go, it will float up to the surface. But then I don't want to keep going up to the surface to retrieve my camera. So it's on a little strap round my wrist at the moment. I just wish the water clarity was a bit clearer so you guys could see what I could sort of see. It was quite weird because in places it had opened up and the bottom was clear. But then in other places it was really, really thick silt. I guess that's all down to the current, where the current washes it away. And then where the current's not moving very fast, it builds up. Yeah, I think this must be a little microwave door again, or a pressure cooker door or something. I'm sure it was a glass door. It was a metal frame anyway. Right. This bit, I think it's having too much in my hands. I've got the glass door, I've got the camera, and I think I'm struggling with another trolley, trying to break it out the silt. Yeah, I think I persevere with it for a few minutes and then give up on it. It's not budging out the silt. And like I said, we were trying to find the G120, or to try and find an object that it had got stuck on. So I think that's what I was doing here. I was trying to work my way around the trolley, trying to feel for any magnets or anything like that that had stuck on them. Yeah, this was a nightmare getting back out of the water. I've got to make sure there's easier accesses in and out of the waters. I have got a little ladder. It's only like a 2.5, 3 foot ladder. I think it belonged on a boat. It's one I fished out of the water with a magnet, and I've kept it in the garden. I might throw that in the car, so if we're in an area where there's a drop to the water, I can just hook the magnet on the railings and access the water easier. It's not too bad getting in because you can jump in or walk off like they do off boats, but it's getting back out the water. Yeah, I think at this stage I was literally just going backwards and forwards over an area trying to find some big items. There's some rocks. We've already seen 2 trolleys and a load of corrugated sheeting. Yeah, there's not much footage items for you guys to see, but it was a more of a retrieval mission. But the next magnet fishing trip will be Ely or Downham Market. I'm going to try and concentrate on filming, so underwater, so hopefully we get some decent footage. Even if it's just footage of me picking Coke cans and bottles and crisp packets off the bottom. Because we all know we're not going to find anything really major, not very often. It's always poles and scrap bits of metal and rubbish. But I've got hooked on collecting. Here's a saucepan lid I've got in my hand at the moment, I think. I want to find glass bottles that's lying on the riverbeds and the bottom of the canal. Obviously, you can't connect them with a magnet, but I found 3 on my last visit, and they were from Leicester, and they were intact. No chips, no nothing. And there's some history there, and I'm going to put them on a shelf. They don't take up much space. Right, I think that's me done in the water. I'm just passing the saucepan lid up to the guys at the top. And then, like I said, it was a bit of a struggle to get out. So yeah, probably take a ladder. It's only 2 foot long, 3 foot long, little boat steps. Yeah, there we go. We're out of the water. You won't hear what I'm waffling about, but I'm saying that this is the footage for the National River cleanup on the 21st of May. It's been an epic day, enjoyable. That is the scrap pile that the lads have all pulled out. You've got Clive here and Simon. Kieran's there. Vinnie's there. Gary had to disappear.